Hi, my name is Luis. I'm a rising freshman at KIPP NYC College Prep, and this is my starter project, the Simon Says game. So to get started, we might as well just show an example of how the game actually works. So we'll just put these two switches on. In order to start a game of Simon Says, just press one of these blinking lights right here. So let's just start that up. So what the game does is that it randomly generates a pattern and puts it on a list, so that in order to advance into the game, you have to correctly guess the pattern. Oh, I messed up here. In order to advance further into the game, you have to correctly guess the pattern it provides. And it does this until you reach the maximum limit or until failure. So let's just try that one more time to see. Okay, so now I'm just gonna mess up here just to explain how the components of this project actually function. Help this project function. So I'll just turn this on. So here's the battery, which provides the main power for the circuit here, and also the project. As you see in the back, there's many components to help this project function. The main three that help this function would be the switching regulator, the diode, and the microcontroller. The switching regulator is responsible for taking the 1.5 volts that the battery provides and converting it into 5.05 volts, so that specifically one part can function well with this microcontroller, so that the system can run smoothly. This diode right here is responsible for making sure that the electrical current flows in one direction and not towards the battery, because that will cause the battery to explode, and you don't want that to happen. This microcontroller, like I said, runs at 5.05 volts and is responsible. It contains the code which lets the system know how to play a game of Simon Says. 2, how this buzzer right here, when and how to create sound. And 3, to let them know during a game of Simon Says when to light these buttons up. More into the components of this project. These little components right here are resistors and capacitors. And if you see right here, these two components right here are in the place of where some of these capacitors and resistors should be. There is no difference between these two. It's just that the cosmetics are different. So this is an example of a through-hole capacitor, and this is an example of a surface mount resistor capacitor. And the difference in them is that this contains wires that are placed in the holes of the holes where the component should be, and the surface mount are placed directly on top of the board, and that's pretty much the difference. And so yeah, this has been the Simon Says game. One struggle I had with creating this project is actually soldering on the components, especially these smaller components right here, because the size, well, depending on the iron you have, it can be really difficult. I had a pretty big one, so yeah, it made it pretty hard. And besides that, you should be fine. It only takes about it only took me about 2 days to create this project. So yeah, if you want a fun game that and also you can actually program different functions to this. It doesn't have to be necessarily Simon Says. You can if you want to. It's just that, yeah, this is mainly the Simon Says game. And besides that, yeah, this game only takes about 2 days. Like I said, it's pretty fun. And yeah, if you like Simon says, you'll enjoy this. So